So one scientist I spoke with is trying to figure out how to control microbes that cause infections. Well, the other worked as a leader at the National Institutes of Health for 7 years and now does medical research right here in Pittsburgh. They both tell me what's happening in Washington is wrong, and it's not just hurting patients, it's hurting the American economy.
Pitt professor and researcher Dr. Vaughn Cooper met me outside his lab for this interview. He wants you to know he is not speaking on behalf of his employer, but as a member of the research community and as a Pittsburgher.
So my group studies how microbes evolve during infections, and we're interested in using that to understand how they evolve to resist antibiotics, how they become chronic, and how we can fight that.
Why do you do that work?
So we're interested in basically using evolutionary biology to help improve medicine. And since microbes are always changing, if we can learn how to anticipate their changes, we can stop them and control them.
Think for a second about what it could mean to global health to control or stop all kinds of infections. I asked Vaughn Cooper why he agreed to talk to me about what he calls a crisis in National Institutes of Health funding for biomedical research.
I kind of hope that stories like this can help share more broadly why others should be doing this, why this is an area to be invested in.
But Cooper says since January 21st, the day after President Trump's inauguration, National Institutes of Health funding for new research projects, including dozens in Pittsburgh, has stopped, something that has not happened in more than 50 years.
The National Institutes of Health support more than $840 million of research throughout the city of Pittsburgh. We're one of the most supported cities in the country for biomedical research. We're really a leader. In fact, this is really kind of the bedrock of our local economy now.
Do you remember how the steel industry used to be the largest economic driver in Pittsburgh? Where Cooper and I stood along 2nd Avenue in Pittsburgh used to be lined with miles of steel mills. When that industry collapsed, meds and eds, or medicine and education, filled that economic void. And scientists like Cooper say President Trump's decisions now threaten that entire sector of Pittsburgh's economy and America's.
Well, I mean, it could lead to some labs closing because of insufficient funds. It also has a really important and painful chilling effect on the recruitment of new students and talent to U.S. biomedicine.